Hey, welcome back to another episode on our new series, Pro Tips to Live a Dynamic Lifestyle. If you're new to this show, you definitely want to stay for this because we're dropping them every single day and we're giving you guys tips from literally experts and legit pro tips on how to live a dynamic lifestyle, especially in this pandemic and new circumstances and landscape that we're facing. So if you're interested, make sure to subscribe below. Other than that, get ready for this next one and we'll see you later.
All right, Chris Hitchko, how you doing, man?
Doing great. No complaints. Showing up every day.
Right on, man. Show up fitness, man. So appreciate you coming on this series that we're having with pros, just, giving tips on how to live a dynamic lifestyle through this pandemic, through these challenging times. So, man, I just want to just kick it off and just ask you just like personally, like, how are you dealing with this situation? And more importantly, what are like some tips that you would give to the listener that's just, stuck in quarantine, maybe having those bad days and to, possibly reinvent themselves during these times?
Take a lot of milk thistle because your liver's going to get real messed up from all the drinking. Or probably me. But we were fortunate enough to position ourselves preemptively online. And so we just started our internship, and probably right around November, we launched it. And so we were able to grow a decent amount of revenue that we're having to come in. So at least it's covering our gyms because we had to shut down San Diego, Santa Monica, Los Angeles. And, that's, 10 plus of our independent trainers who they're not able to train anymore. Yeah. A lot of our clients. And to be honest, I'm just not a big advocate of that transition to doing the Zoom workouts. I know a lot of people are doing that. And I think I'm just biased because I'm not that big into that. I don't know why. I'm just stubborn as shit. But some of my trainers have found it to be helpful. They're doing that, but we were able to position ourselves in a way that we'll be okay long term. I think a lot of people right now are freaking out. I've had our students reaching out to me and they're like, I'm so thankful for our classes that we had, and we did save 3 months for an emergency situation because you can't predict this shit. And we're in a time right now where if you weren't prepared, if you didn't have 3, 4, 5 months of rent saved up, you're freaking out. And imagine if you're a trainer at Crunch and Lifetime and you're bringing in $5-6 grand a month. I had to talk with some trainers the other day, and some of their quotas were like 15 grand a month, and you were doing well. They would pay you for, I think it was for a week, but then now they're furloughed. So you have no income coming in. And most people, which is interesting, I don't know if you guys saw that post. I don't know who it was, but it was a guy. I don't know if it was Mitchell. Mitchell's been in the news a lot because he got the virus, but it was someone else in the NBA. And he said 1 out of 3 people are, what was it? I think it was either 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 NBA people are living paycheck to paycheck.
Wow.
Shows you at that level, it's like you're making fucking, 150, 200 grand a week and you're spending that. So it's all in perspective, right? But if your rent is 3 grand and you're making 5 grand and you're spending 5 grand and now you don't have that 5 grand, and sure, you don't have to pay rent right now because the mayor's not going to let us get kicked out, but you got to come up with 6 grand now in the future. If it's longer than 10 months, 12 grand, say, how long are we going to be here for? No one knows. It's just people's ideas, right? And no one really truly knows. What do you guys think? What do you think's going to happen?
No, exactly, man. It's kind of like we were talking before we hit the record button, just like what our predictions are. And, I can relate the same way. We work with personal trainers, helping them transition online. And right now they're in fear mode. Nobody's buying, everybody's kind of skeptical, too much uncertainty, so it is scary. But talk about what we were discussing about, like your predictions with like the big box gyms kind of going down and seeing maybe the rise of like smaller, like independent or boutique style gyms.
So they said, whoever that main guy is, I can't say it was Fauci.
Guy's blowing up.
Yeah, he is. I mean, my one rule I have right now is on Facebook, I only follow scientists or professors. I don't look at the news. I'm only looking at people who are actually educated in this because obviously we're not epidemiologists or whatever the hell they're called, but it's like everyone's freaking out. I got it. But if we do start back up, it's going to be so controlled and big, like he was talking about the NBA, they're not gonna allow people in there. So how's that gonna transfer over to us? Big box gyms, they're fucked. There's no way they're gonna be allowed to have 100, 200, 300. I've been at Lifetime and it's 5 o'clock and there's easily 200 to 300 people in there. It's not gonna happen anymore. So where are those clients gonna go? And I'm really intrigued to see how they're gonna do it because is it a first come, first serve? I'm a member there. I'm paying $200+ a month. I don't want to keep a membership if I only can work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 a.m. or they give you like blocks. I'm stressing because I have 3 gyms right now and our monthly mortgage is almost 20K. Imagine lifetime.
Oh, man.
They're screwed. And then I think the real big ones that are going to be completely, absolutely fucked, F45, Orange Theory, all those small group ones, I just don't see how they're going to make it out of this. I really don't, because, and that's being aggressive, but people don't want to do these Zoom workouts at home for the next year.
No.
It may transfer over right now for a couple weeks because it's better than nothing, but people aren't going to be able to go back to those spots because they're going to put a cap on how many people can work out. So the boutique spots, all my gyms are 1,000 square feet. And obviously I have to be optimistic and think it's going to work like this, but I don't think the small training spots are going to be affected very much. You're going to be able to train one-on-one, small groups, less than 10 probably. I'm really intrigued to see what that number is going to be. But they've talked about 50 is that considered a big gathering. So the big gyms will be screwed because that's more than 50. And then those classes, I mean, you guys have seen those classes, Orange Theory, F45.
Yeah.
So they're going to put a plan and say there's only 15 people allowed to a class. How's that going to work? How are you going to keep your members long term? No, so those people are going to start looking around and they will go online. And then they're also going to look for trainers. Yeah. And so a really unique spot because are you going to be a salesman? Are you just going to sell people shitty programs? Or are you really educated and you can sit down and you're going to get more volume coming in? So if you take the time to go through an assessment, when we have people come in, they say, I've gone to Orange Theory, F45. How's that working out for you? You've been doing it for 6 months, doing the same shit over and over again. You're not getting results. What's that called? Insanity. Have you ever worked with an educated trainer before? When was the last time a trainer took your blood pressure? When was the last time they did a thorough assessment and truly ask open-ended questions, not just trying to show off with some BOSU ball battle roll bullshit? No, well, that's what's going to happen when you work with a trainer who's educated. You're going to get results. And if you commit the next 3 months, we're going to do a discounted rate right now because everything that's going on, it's just a clusterfuck, and I understand that. But after these 3 months, there's going to be a scaling. So, I mean, you can really position yourself if you're a knowledgeable, educated trainer to just pick up a shit ton of clients, and you'll be in a good position for the rest of the year, but maybe even your career.
Yeah, man. No, I totally agree with that. I love that point. And then let's just like put yourself in the personal trainer shoes or the fitness professional right now. They're freaking out. They lost all their clients. Like, what is your advice to them that they could just, make these tangible action steps right now to put them in a position to be successful after all this is cleared up?
Well, people usually don't like my advice because my advice kind of sucks. It's not.
No, I like it. It's straight up. It's real.
I'm a big reader, and right now I'm reading a good book on Netflix. And I heard this story. I don't know if it's true or not. Like, you hear through the grapevine. I don't know if you guys heard about how Netflix was originally started. Well, apparently from reading this book, it was false. But they said that Reed Hastings got a late fee, and that's why they started Netflix. But that wasn't the case. But anywho, where I'm getting at is, what's his name from Dallas Mavericks, Cuban. The story goes that when he was in college, he wasn't able to pay rent. And, it was hard times. And he went to the library. And he came back with $100 worth of books. And his roommate was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you haven't paid for rent? Like, you asshole. And Bill looked at him and said, Mark looked at him and said, if I can find one piece of information that's going to be worth $1 million, it's a good investment. I'd be really intrigued to see, one, if that's even true, but two, where those two are in their lives right now, right? So my advice for those that are at home right now, get into books and read and educate yourself so you position yourself completely different than all the other trainers out there. Trainers right now are they're developing at-home workouts, which is a short-term fix, which in a month is going to be shit. It's not going to do anything. So for me, I'm not even doing any type of at-home workouts. It's like, okay, walk more, go outside, don't drink as much beer. Well, it's kind of ironic, right? Because I'm having happy hours every night with our clients. But it's like, it's just like almost accepts that you're going to put on a few pounds, get over it. But what I'm doing is putting out a ton of free content and educating. Yep. And so you just focus on learning about movement and anatomy and muscles and how stuff works, the psychology. I had a great talk with Tony Gentilcore the other day, and we were talking about what it takes to be successful. And I'm just kind of a stickler for anatomy, and I'll talk about the 17 muscles of the shoulder and actions, and people are like, I think it's bullshit, whatever. But Tony was like, it's psychology. And so that's true. So you need experience, you need education, the psychology of understanding people. So, right now you aren't doing shit. Why not read a book every 2 days? There's no excuse to not read a book every 2 or 3 days. right now, and again, from like after 5 o'clock on, that's happy hour for me. So I just drink. But during the day, write content, develop programs for when you get out of it. I don't think it's very worthwhile right now developing a bunch of at-home workouts because really, I mean, you guys are smart. I'm not that smart. But if we were designing programs, there's not going to be a huge discrepancy. Like, oh my God, that is the fucking badass at-home workout. You got in the best shape ever. And it's like burpees, jumps, squats, lunges. How many fucking times can you do that stuff?
Yeah, and just the motivation factor of getting motivated to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a fitness professional looking to create more income, impact, influence, and independence? If so, we actually just dropped our new book, Rise of the Fit Pros, so you guys can be on your way to doing all those things, and you can sit there and build your hybrid training model. So if you're interested in getting your copy, make sure to click the book or the link right here, and you guys can grab it. Other than that, make sure to enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah. But I'm glad you mentioned that though, man. Just really pick up on like some skills and just, create content. And kind of like what we were saying before this video got live was just, be that face, be that leader, that expert that people really want, your community, your clients, because that's what they want right now. And they're always going to remember that once this is over, that you were the one out there putting out the valuable content. You were out there leading, you're giving them hope, you're giving them confidence. And then that's going to build the trust and rapport. So once this actually boils over, they're going to remember and they're going to be ready to buy from you.
Yeah. You weren't in desperation mode, just trying to make a quick buck and just give someone a bullshit program.
Mm-hmm. And I like that analogy when you're at a grocery store and you're in this long ass line and the one next to you opens up. And if you delay, you're going to be right back where you were, right? Because everyone goes there and you're going to be in the same position. So right now, I think it's really important for you to observe as a new trainer and, reach out to 10 trainers and ask them how they're doing.
Yeah,
and you're going to get the same answer. I'm freaked out. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no money right now. So if you can get into their mindset, what are they going to create? They're going to create quick fixes. Are they really helping their clients right now? So I have weekly meetings with my trainers and I tell them every person you've ever done an assessment with. I don't care if it was the worst assessment ever. And they said, I would never train with you. You're a pile of shit. That person, send a video to. You guys are great. I like your audio things. You're thinking different. So send a video to people. Hey, how's it going? Remember me? It's Chris from Shell Fitness. Wanted to check out on this beautiful Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday, right? What are your at-home workouts doing? I hope that you're showing up regularly. If you have any questions about nutrition, exercise, I'd love to help you. Send it to them. Follow up 3 days later with another one. Until that client writes back, stop fucking sending me video mails. Keep on doing it. And just reach out to everyone and give an extra 30%, 50%, 100%, because like you guys were saying, you're going to be remembered at that time for you weren't just asking for money.
Yep.
I'm giving quality information.
Love that, man. Love it. Such great advice. So I want to kind of switch gears a little bit here. So let's say just hypothetically, Chris, that like your gyms completely got wiped out because of this pandemic. What would you do kind of just like starting from scratch again so that we can give some advice to some of like the fit pros listening to this or even just like business owners as well?
For one-on-one in person or online?
Yeah. Let's say like your businesses basically just got shut down, like completely wiped out just because of this whole pandemic.
So then let's fast forward to 12 months from now when it happens again. How do we know it's not? Let's pretend like next year it comes back twice as hard and we're shut down twice as long. Mm-hmm. So how are you going to put yourself in a situation so when it does happen again next year, you have an online revenue that's coming in as a different stream of income, so you are ready for it. Gotcha. So I think that it is a great time to start developing content. Do you have the necessities? So like when we teach in class, obviously you got your hinge, your push, your pull, your lunge, your unilateral. Do you have an exercise library of 50 exercises per pattern? So then you can start developing an online content. So when you get back and start training one-on-one, you can really get that developed. So 3 months from now, you have 3 or 4 clients online. 6 months from now, you have 9 clients. You have 12 clients. And just like in the beginning, if you don't have before and afters, you need to get the proof in the pudding. So I'd highly suggest right now just training as many people as you can for free and get them results. And so why not reach out to that guy who, like I just said, Bill, who you haven't talked to in months. Here's what I'm willing to do for you. I'm going to design you next month workouts that you can do at home for free. In exchange, at the end of the month, I'm going to check in with you every week. I want you to, post in your story. I want you to let people know you're doing this program by Chris. And if anyone comes to me from you, I'll give you $100. I find a lot of trainers are very, very frugal. They don't like to invest in themselves. So, why not pay people a lot more than they expect? I mean, if I were to tell you guys, hey, one of your listeners comes to my class, it's $5,000 to go through our program. I'll give you guys $100 for a referral. You'd be like, it's like 3 fucking whiskeys in LA. It's like, what if I were to tell you, I'll give you $2,500 for anyone that comes through? Oh shit, $2,500. Now that's like a different ballgame, right? Now,
Right.
if I refer someone a month, that's $2,500 extra bucks a month. That's supplementary income. That's serious right there. So let's brainstorm some ways where, I can help you guys out. You help me out. Maybe you do a little post here. You do something over there. We get interactive. Now you have more people working for you. So give people results and they can give you those referrals. But referrals today, people suck at asking for them.
Yeah.
And then they don't get much reward. It's like, hey, can you give me a referral? Maybe you know someone. That's so indirect. What does that even mean? Like, you got to sit down with them and say, every person you refer me, if they come in here, I'll give you $250. Give them a decent amount of money so then they're motivated by that, but then give them free shit as well.
Yeah, man. Whew. I would say I would drop my mic, Chris, but I'm not going to do that. But that was good, man. I love that. Just about, giving out like just the free workouts and just, testimonials for social proof, asking referrals. I mean, that's powerful, man. So just kind of leading into to conclude this, interview, with so much uncertainty going on, man, like we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month, we're going through so much stuff. Like, is there anything in particular that you fear with this going on or even coming out of this?
Fear is like a rocking chair. It's fun to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. So, you can sit on a cactus and freak out about what's going to happen, but it's like, fuck, what do you have most control over? Right. Working out daily, reading, trying to be positive. And I like using sports analogies. So right now, you guys like football?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go Niners.
Fuck Niners. Well, I'm a bandwagon guy. So when I was at UConn, I got to meet some of the players on the Pats in 2001. So I hopped on that bandwagon. So now I'm going to hop on Tampa Bay. So pretend like Brady goes to the Super Bowl again, and you're in that same situation. You're down 28-3. What do? Go to the sidelines and start crying? No, so you got to come up with a way to get out of this. So right now you got to think, okay, yeah, admit it. You're scared. We're all scared. What's going to happen? Maybe you have a family member who gets sick. Like, there's a lot of serious shit that can happen, and it could take a hit on your business. But what is that going to do? You got to do more. So you got to come out harder. It's like when you're down, you don't come back in the game and do it half-assed. I'm going to come back and I'm going to try to train one person. No, fuck that. You got to put your bar beyond high. And you got to just think about how much you can read right now. Why not come out of this absolutely fucking shredded? Why not go on a crazy diet right now and just get into like Photoshop shape and you look like a freaking Greek god? You come out, you start taking some photos, you get some followers, whatever. You're thinking differently, because right now I'd say most people are growing out their beards and they're bitching about this and they're going to get fat. And be different. If you're different, you're going to succeed, where the average trainer is just they're going to get real freaked out and they're not going to do much.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Appreciate that. Well Chris. Said. Is there anything we can support you on like right now, and where can people connect with you during these times?
I appreciate that. We're doing a lot of Zoom calls for our online internships. So not only are they people who want to get certified, I can get anyone to get NASM certified. That's a piece of cake. But I always tell them, just because you're certified doesn't mean you're qualified. So we've transitioned the in-person internships that we have in San Diego and Los Angeles to online. So we're having Monday, Wednesday, and Friday every day, 9 o'clock. Sorry, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 o'clock. So if people want to sit in one of those classes, you're more than welcome to. Just kind of get an idea of programming and what it's like to be a trainer. I've interviewed a ton of people for my book, and the consensus is about 80% of trainers quit within the first year. Certified, they don't know what the fuck to do. So when I ask these trainers and these managers, what's the common denominator? They have no idea how to program. They have no idea about anatomy and physiology and stuff like that. So that's what we're really trying to focus on, the basics. So when you leave our internship, movement at the shoulder, the hip, and we got some great connections with the prehab guys. So we get into physical therapy as well. And we talk a lot about business, and we go through scenarios and how to get clients. And we, right now we just did a little program design. So for the person who has the best program, we're going to partner with them, and we're going to put it on our website. We're going to try to sell it. So trying to get the trainers to think bigger. So I'm in the same boat. So whatever I can help you guys with, maybe you guys want to stop in one day in the class, talk a little bit about what you guys are doing. I'm here to help you. And I think that the more collaboration people do, I find a lot of trainers, they don't do that. They look at you guys like, fuck you guys, you're trainers. Yep. You're better than me. There's two of you fucking assholes. Well, they get negative versus like, how can we create a funnel connection? So you win, and it only makes everyone win.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Amazing, man. And like we've actually had like, you know, the honor, man, to be able to speak in front of your students through your mentorship program. And I mean, since day one, dude, you've been an honest guy, like real, authentic. We've appreciated you, your friendship, and just what you're doing for the industry, man. So we support you 100%, and we'll definitely have that all in the show notes for you.
Yeah, and like I said, once this all blows over, we're gonna go get some more beers.
Yeah, I like that. Who do you guys have scheduled up next on your podcast?
Who do we have? We have Mike Arcee, and then we have Lacey Dunn, and then we have one more person. Then we have another round like Friday and stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
Just staying busy, man. Just trying to do like 5 to 6 interviews.
Great. Pumping out the content's what you got to do.
Exactly.
Absolutely, man.
Thanks, guys. I love
All right,
this.
Chris.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
You're
Thanks,
welcome,
man.
Chris. Until next time, guys.
Hey, thank you so much for watching this video and another episode on pro tips on living a dynamic lifestyle. We truly appreciate it. Hopefully you got a lot of value out of it. If you're interested in getting more value like this from these pro tips, make sure to subscribe above. We're going to be dropping these daily. Also, if you are a fitness professional and you're looking to create more income, impact, influence, and independence, we just dropped our new book, Rise of the Fit Pros, so you guys can do all of that. And you can also start building your hybrid training model of in-person and online training. So make sure to click the link or the click right here to grab your guys' copy, and we'll send it over to you. Other than that, we're out. Talk to you soon.